We have been locked down by Corona about 7 months. Corona. With this speed, the speed of wind, you enter a studio to record 2020 for who? For all more, for who? Releasing not even one song for us to jam to. December is just around the corner. So, Microme or not, I don't know, because there's no song for that. But you have an election song.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I saw her in my office a few weeks ago, I don't know what I said to her, how beautiful she was still looking. But after she left, I was commenting to someone that she's looking as beautiful as my wife. Somehow, they have just refused to age, and they've left us to age and gray. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the world would have been like without music.
And when we saw him, we started screaming, JJ, JJ.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
He told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroad. Another military coup was at hand. A young Air Force pilot who a few weeks before had been court-martialed and was awaiting execution was broken out of jail by his colleagues to lead what would be later known as the June 4th Revolution.
Ejo Bodo Tamalinku Kariansu
Little was known of this man who would later be instrumental in changing the future of Ghana forever. His name, Jerry Rawlings. He attended Ghana's prestigious Achimota School. An elite school at the time, Achimota was founded on the principle of providing African students with the British model of a public education. The school boasts of an impressive alumni, with Ghana's first president Kwame Nkrumah, Gambia's Sadawada Jawara, and Zimbabwe's president Robert Mugabe, all being former students at different times in the school's history.
I must say that it probably was one of the finest times of my life. You know, it's Achimota School. It's a place to be proud of.
I noticed him, yes, because He was very visible and bullied us even though we were in the same class. Not in a very bad way, but bullying is bullying. And so you can't help but notice him. But I never thought that we'll come this far.
By collective effort, that the nation's problems can be solved.
Before his fame as a revolutionary, Jerry Rawlings was unknown to most of Ghana. In March 1968, he began his training as a pilot officer.
I wanted to fly from the age of 6. Honest. I was standing next to my mother, in a compound house when the young man also in the house, asked me what I'd like to be when I grow up. And I said, I'd like to be a pilot. And bang! My mother slapped me on the back. Oh, yes. You'll be a doctor. You'll be a scientist. I mean, the whole house, the compound became quiet, shocked at what had just happened. I never gave up my dream.
He graduated in January 1969 and was commissioned a pilot officer. And because of his exceptional skill, he won the coveted Speedbird Trophy.
The Speedbird Trophy went to Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings for being the best Air Force cadet of the flying training school.
I won the Speedbird Trophy. In those days, we didn't have televisions. We had what they call the newsreels in movie houses. But my mother was not interested.
He earned the rank of Flight Lieutenant in April of 1978. The early years of independence in Ghana were filled with great hope for the future, with the country's first president, Kwame Nkrumah's leadership, set to catapult Ghana into a new era. But over the years, Nkrumah's regime became less accommodating and declared the nation a one-party state. While on a state visit to Vietnam and China in 1966, Nkrumah was deposed from power in a coup.
I was at school. So how did the people around him, how did they conduct or misconduct themselves in such a way as to bring so much hatred to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah?
What followed was a period of military coups, failed civilian governments that left the people dissatisfied. Widespread corruption made life difficult for the people of Ghana. This led to growing anger and resentment.
Ghana then, everything was monopolized. I remember our basic food like beans and gari was only sold. I remember at that time Malata was sold by one woman. One, believe you me, one person was selling that, only one.
There was no soap. Just bath and soap, there was none. Toothpaste, there was none. Nothing. No food. And we got to know that Ghana was almost just getting to a ground.
But the point is that we have set the example. We have shown that we're capable of doing it.
Jerry Rawlings came into the public eye when on the 28th of May 1979, Rawlings, together with 6 other soldiers, were arrested by the militia for an attempted coup d'etat on the government of General Fred Akufo. Rawlings appeared before a general court-martial charged with leading a squad of soldiers on the 15th of May 1979.
Rabeji yenu, Rabeso yemu, Rabeji yenu, Rabeso yemu. Ejo, bodo. Anana nyumre, ina bronco baby. Mi Benjamin Tina mi muse groma efeba, groma ye nice, sekra ye fine. Mi bisayana ye si mahamane ye wayadi o. Oshari jisu, oshe kotoka, sisi school wadai, mama ye mpinine wayadi o.
I keep describing it as turning on the gas in a kitchen. That's how volatile it was. From a distance, all you needed to do was to ignite a match and throw it inside. And that's what I could have done in 79, 15th May.
I was praying for the best. I also knew exactly what was going on in the country and knew that he had taken the flag for all of us. Therefore, if he had to die for his conviction, I knew he would prefer to do that.
He was found guilty and awaiting execution. The trial was a public one that was meant to deter any future coups and was broadcast for all of Ghana to see and hear.
They were, they were trading some things amongst themselves, the prosecution and the lawyers and whatnot, and severally and whatnot, those terms they use. So I got up and grabbed the microphone, said, I don't understand these terms and all that's going on, neither do my boys. And I'm just here, and I'm taking responsibility for everything that's happened, and to leave my men alone. But I wanted to make sure that they hear what I have to say first.
He made an unforgettable speech in court and said,
I am not an expert in economics, and I am not an expert in law, but I am an expert in working on an empty stomach, wondering when and where the next meal will come from. I know what it feels like going to bed with a headache for want of food in the stomach.
Ejo, bodo, tamalenku.
Yes. That is the reason I came here. Because I was listening to you. Wait a minute. This man, he came here in a bakery. I'm so disappointed in you. Because you're my friend. I knew your father.
Sorry, Your Excellency.
So if you're bringing somebody like that here, just call me. I'm always available. Ubet naha, ukase, me a criminal. A baker. If I were a criminal,
sorry,
I've left office for close to 20 years now.
That is why we cut him off.
Nobody. You did it. You made him say it before you cut it.
Yes, so Mr.
You cut it.
Wait a minute. But
wait a minute.
Yes.
See me betunu aha.
I will try.
Meta pino small. It's a serious issue. My birthday. Whoa, mama shui. People bought me Range Rover. They are not even talking. Whoa, mama shui. You come to sit here.
You got a Range Rover on your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Tomorrow I'm changing the number plate to JJ1.
Achabe change Range Rover ni din.
May changing no now.
Plate,
we draw JJ1.
JJ1.
Or Afro J.
Afro J.
Yeah. Send me banu Zinato. Say your friend me Afro J. Afro J.
Afro J.
Yeah.
We think you fupa.
Yeah.
Your Excellency.
So that man, me about to know, it won't be nice. Because the time we do the firing squad, woof and nipani no or the shiny cottage near cottage.
Sorry, one more to
only Nimotram,
armpit, yeah.
Nimotram. Then today you have the privilege to be here. You know the death boy is my brother. Despite, he's my brother.
Oh, despite your brother.
I'm telling you, I told cassette no. Me na me call Debbie. Me na me told first one.
Okay. Yes, yes.
That time I had met Nana, and Nana said, me Niska. So I came to Despite and he said, there's this young chap, Machi Dede, who has a song called Debbie a Bay.
Where they are, we're born in your Obin cassette 24 of Cold Crow. Solo cool. Now, bear mega credit yet, Tennessee on to you, baby.
Kerchick want me up here. We have been locked down by Corona for close to about seven months. Unyanyumbia ma Corona. With the speed of wind, you enter a studio to record 2024. Yeding waha. And yes, you see your punk. McLean, you know. You were called upon to perform at the launch of the cover tracker. I dare anybody to bring a lie detector if I'm lying. You called to perform at the launch of a cover tracker. You didn't make a song for that. For all more, for who? We have been listening to one song of yours. Zapapawi, known, Soloku. I used your Soloku to get Nana, and that was about how many years? Oh, Hima. You laughing? Me tap you small. Stop laughing.